Hello everyone and welcome to Daily Game Review number 70. Today we have Improbable 9Q versus Xentronium 9Q. Alright, so let's go ahead and look, and we see a regular opening. And white plays Shamari. Kind of interesting. Normally you would see white approach or something before making his own Shamari. So normally you would see something like that. But it's not bad. It's just a little, some people consider it a little slow, but it's okay. White's doing his own thing. Alright, so this is getting really big for black, and white, I think you extended the wrong way. So I would extend over here, just for the fact of it extends your Shamari, and it also helps you deal with black's influence. So I would go ahead and play on the bottom for sure. The left side doesn't seem as interesting. Once black plays here, it stops the Shamari's extension as well as extends his own. So since it has a double meaning, I think it's a little bit good for black. White plays here. This is a little bit coward of a move because you're worried about this, but there's no reason to worry about it because you're thick. Black can't go in. You want to extend as far as you can, right? Normally the Shamari wants to extend 5, like here or here. And you're not worried about that because we know how to deal with it. We learn how to deal with it. But going here seems like you're a little worried about your extension, but don't be, because the move to play is here. And that is important because it gives you a slide under, it can give you a pincer, it also helps lean or jump and expands your territory as far as possible. There's no reason to play this one. It's too soft and too light. Alright, and black plays here. So black's playing very fast paced, so you played up here, so I don't know why you were afraid here. This is less solid than this one. Alright, so black played here, and black plays Tengen. Stop playing Tengen, guys. It's not a good move. This is not the right move to play. It looks cool, but it's way too easy to invade. I can just invade here, or I can reduce here. I can reduce here. I can still invade here. Maybe there's some funny attachments here for Tesujis or something. Tengen's not the best move here. It's not at all. You could actually kick here and jump, and it'd be more effective. You can cap like this in order to develop your own influence. But other moves are much more effective than this one. It just looks cool, but it's actually not that good. White goes in. All right, so finally goes in. I think I would probably choose this one, but maybe this one's okay too. This one's a little bit easier. I would go high here. If black jumps, you still can connect under. And if black goes here, you can start putting pressure on the black group and also make shape on your own group. So I think high is a little bit better here because you're not going to live locally very easily. So I think try and put more pressure on this one, and a high move makes it easier to run away as well. So you still have to jump. So all right, you're almost alive because you have the table shape's almost one eye. Right, and trying to live. I would try to avoid this move at all, if at all possible, because the 3/3 here is quite big. So if you can, avoid that move. If you have to, do it. But I would try some other stuff first before playing that one. That's a bad move because the peep is too easy for black to just play. Black didn't play it though. So normally you would play here, or you can Atari and then make the tiger's mouth, and then try and exchange this stuff. Maybe make a co-shape or just connect, and you're pretty much alive. Yeah, you're alive with this way. But this one, it's too easy to peep and then pull back. I'm not worried about the corner territory if you die. So don't play, even if the pullback doesn't work, you can just simply surround, and you can see the eye shape on the inside is still bad for white. So this tiger's mouth isn't a good one. White does play this one and tries to make life. Make an eye here and see if you make life in Sente, because now you're alive in Sente, right? And now I can Tanuki and go invade over here or something. If black tries to reduce, keep, I can push and cut. I can also play the throw in here and Atari. So you're completely alive this way. So try to live in the biggest way possible, and try to live in Sente if at all possible too. It can really help you out. Living in Sente will really help make it easier on you, because then you can live and then go destroy the big area that black wanted to get, or deal with the big area. So you can see black actually went and fixed it. And black, I would play high here, just to help deal with any type of reduction over here. But look, it's not bad. It's not bad. This feels a little bit flat, but no big deal. White plays here. Black is bigger than you. You need to do something about it. If your opponent has a bigger area than you have, then you need to destroy it somehow or reduce it. All right, this is fine. This is a little bit soft by black. Normally you'd play something like this. And maybe you can jump out, or maybe play an attachment, or even try and honey right here if possible. It requires a little bit of reading. Ooh, you could also play this one. Since white already has the 4th, you could also play this one. If you're worried about the Aji locally, then just jump out, or maybe do something like that. Try with it. If white tries to go here, then something like this works. Because now white has a 4 liberties, so you can probably come up with something. Otherwise, I would just say, just run away. Now, is this one a good one in general? I don't think so, because you can just simply invade, right? There's no reason to reduce right here when you can just invade it. And if it were me, where would I go? I would be thinking of something up here. Something right here. Or just defend my territory right here, because that's a large corner. Very large corner. And I think you can just win just by doing this. It's probably fine. Alright, so white defends. No, this area is not big, because here is the line of your influence, and so you're only extending it by like 2 points. So I wouldn't worry about doing that. Instead, I would go ahead and invade white somewhere. Probably like here or something. White might try something, and then you can just simply reduce. Just reduce is good enough. Just destroy some points up here. You could also go in here for a co, and then use this group as threaten this group as co-threats, or threaten to invade on the left as co-threats. But then white might also threaten to live with co-threats, so it's hard to say. A peep here seems kind of interesting, but not. But maybe you can't afford it with all these counter peeps. Or maybe an attachment here. And if white tries to cut, then you can 3-3. Or maybe an attachment. But I would try and destroy the top. This seems a little bit slow, a little bit small. This seems an overplay. Because just Atari and play here. This Atari doesn't quite work because there's no way white's gonna get very far in here. And there's too many cutting points on the outside for black. So black, I wouldn't worry about it. I would fight this. I would resist, for sure. This is way too soft. At worst, I would just leave it as is and just start playing something to try and make life up here. But don't force your opponent to fix the Aji. This is Aji Keshi. You don't want to force your opponent to fix all that Aji. You can do this without that exchange. Don't play that exchange. Why not take a follow-up? Try and make life with the follow-up. I think you kind of just gave up. Just gave him the territory. So if white's back in the game now, it's because black lost like 40, 50 points on the top side. This is probably like 30 or 40. But black just gave white 30 or 40 points, let himself get cut, didn't invade, killed the Aji, and then killed the invasion. So black, you played really, really badly in this corner. The rest of the board looks good, but this corner looks really bad. If you're gonna fix it as big as possible. This fixes, and there's nothing wrong with it. Here, there's still a slide. It's a lot of points. All right, now white tries to live. White's trying the desperate moves. You always have to expect the desperate moves when your opponent's losing because that's all they have left, right? I'm trying to live. I would probably take the corner and try to kill it. You're super thick. You can get away with this. There's no way white can. I don't think white can live in here. I don't think white can live. Here, white lives in the corner, so it's easy for white. Go in and live. Go in and live. I think both players really need to work on how to invade and how to deal with a very large area. Because you either need to invade or reduce and gain your own center while reducing Sente, or find an invasion, just destroy the points. Because both areas are so large, but neither player is doing anything about it. White finally invaded here with a little bit of an overplay, but it shouldn't have worked, so it's way too late. But then black didn't know how to deal with the invasion and just let white live. So I think both players need to work on invasions and how to use them, how to deal with them, how to kill them if they're overplays. Both players need to work on invasions. I think that's a big theme here. And then also how to deal with the moyo before it even begins, how to see it, and how to judge whether yours is bigger than your opponent's. So hopefully this game helped you guys realize some of that. And it looks like, what? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Then fix here. If that cut works, then fix here. So that's a really big reading error. So does white win now? All right, so I think we covered the main points. So let's go ahead and look at the result. Black had a huge area, but white reduced here, and got all the top sides. So let's see what the result is. Black won by 20. So black still is up by way too much. This area is just way too large. So even after all those mistakes, black still won by 20 points. So I think both players go over this game, go over this video if you need to a few times, and then try to figure out, where did I say you could have dealt with the moyo? Where did I say you could have invaded? And then try and figure out what the variations are, what the follow-ups are, and different ways to handle it. Because in the daily game reviews, it's just quick reviews, like overlooks, to give you more ideas, to kind of set you on the right track of what you should work on and what you should look at. They're not in-depth reviews. So for example, an invasion, I showed you where you could invade, but it's up to you to figure out where all the variations are in that local area. What's all the variations? What's all the eye shapes? What's all the forcing moves? Stuff like that. And I think maybe look at a book on how to invade, get a book on how to invade, or watch some lectures on how to invade, and I think it'll really help you out. All right, so I hope you guys found that review helpful. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.